I just don't know what to say today. I don't know where to start, in fact, because what do I talk about? Do I talk about the fact that we just put in a performance that we've been begging for so long against the top side? And look at the side. City, 10 wins in a row. Yeah, it doesn't get tougher than this in this league. And as soon as I start talking about that, I think about how have we come away from this game.
Excuse me, Gib.
And we've lost. How? How's that possible? And it's just refs. That's it. It's just the referees. I'm so gutted. I feel so cheated. But you know what? I'm going to start on the positives. Let me tell you one thing. That performance and that approach to the game, that deserves a lot of respect. Whether it's AirPod Albert or whether it's Mikel Arteta, the whole team, to limit Man City to that extent in the game when it was 11 on 11 before the officials ruined it. I mean, honestly, that was fantastic. So much credit has to go to the team, to the performance, to the setup, to the way the players applied themselves. My God, on the ball, off the ball. Man City, and listen to this, actually internalise what I'm about to say. Man City had no shots on target in the first half. Not a single shot on target. Do you have any idea how difficult that is to do with Man City? And do you have any idea how much harder it is to do that to Man City and actually carry some attacking threat yourself? How many teams have you seen do that to Man City? As far as I'm concerned, since Arsene Wenger left the club, that's probably been one of the best, if not the best, 45 minutes of football I've seen in terms of playing proper opposition, playing proper football, on the ball, off the ball, knowing your system, having it sort of, you know, like not showing that naivety and actually knowing what you're doing, every player buying into it. It was brilliant. We looked like a proper team. And I know we've lost today, but come on. Even the biggest Arteta doubters, we have all doubted him at some stage. Surely today you've got to look at that and say, he has got this team playing. He has got this team in an image of himself, in what he expects. You know, he talks about the non-negotiables and this, that and the other. Today we saw that. Today, all of the stuff he talks about, I saw on the pitch. You've got to give him some credit. You've got to give him some respect. And I'm saying this after a defeat. It's very easy to say this after a victory. And I feel for Arteta because he would have loved to have been on the touchline today and instead he's stuck at home. And he would have been so proud of that performance, and it's been ripped away from him because of goddamn referees. And let's talk about the referees, because ultimately that is such a shame. What a brilliant game of football that was. Let's even step away as Arsenal fans. Let's just look at it as a game of football. That was a brilliant game of football. And it was absolutely ruined by these referees, man. And I'm so annoyed about it. Like, you know, if the referee went with what he saw with his naked eye on both occasions, it was no penalty. Well, in fact, I actually think, and I know some Arsenal fans aren't going to like me saying this, but I think potentially it was a penalty on both occasions, because Granit Xhaka, yeah, he does step across. And I know Bernardo, I'm obviously at the ground, I've only seen one replay of it. It seemed like Silva was heading to the floor anyway, but even midway, Xhaka seems to have got hold of his shirt. You can't, why do that? Why do that? Why make it easy for the referee to give that decision when he's looking at it on VAR and he's looking for something clear and obvious? He probably didn't even see the shirt pull. Maybe that was the clear and obvious thing that he missed. But what I don't understand is that, you know, the inconsistency when you've got VAR, how are you still that bad? It seems like unanimously people are talking about the fact that either they're both penalties or neither of them are penalties, you know, in terms of that clear and obvious test. So how is it that one of them gets given, the other one doesn't? How is it that foul after foul was committed by City and not a single flipping yellow card for ages? I think they picked up 2 right at the end of the game. And when it comes to Arsenal, yellow cards left, right and centre. When it comes to Arsenal, the referees spot everything. I didn't even notice Gabriel his first yellow card, apparently for scuffing up the penalty spot. You know, it's things like this that really frustrate me, because look what that has cost us. You don't need to do that. Use your brain. You're playing Man City. You are going to need to commit fouls. So you're going to pick up a yellow. The chances are you're going to pick up a yellow, or you're going to need to pick up a yellow. Don't go and do dumb stuff like that, man. Look how much it's costed us. You look at this game, the story of this game has spun on a few minutes of Gabriel moments. And when I say Gabriel, I mean Gabriel and Gabriel Martinelli. Because we're 1-0 up, we're doing brilliantly. We can't believe how well we're doing, and then penalty gets given against us. Gabriel Martinelli, I don't know how, after playing so well today, how he missed that open goal. I'm still shocked. I was celebrating. I cannot believe he missed that open goal. And then a few minutes after that, so we're looking at it, we should be 1-0 up. All of a sudden it's 1-1. Then we should be 2-1 up, but it's still 1-1. And then Gabriel goes and gets sent off. And it seems like I didn't even spot what he had done. But it seems like, yes, it was, people are saying it was a yellow card. But I just can't believe that implosion. And it's not all self-inflicted. A lot of it is when you think about the fact that, you know, Martinelli missed an open goal and Gabriel, the second yellow card, you know, half of that is because of the silliness that I've spoken about in terms of scuffing the penalty spot. So a lot of it is self-inflicted, but the referees as well. I mean, I know you can probably do this all the time, but if the referee goes to the VAR monitor, looks at that and says, no, nothing clear and obvious, just how we did in the first half, Gabriel doesn't scuff up the penalty spot, and none of the rest unfolds, and we've still got a 1-0 lead to defend. I'm just gutted. I cannot believe that I'm coming away from this ground today after the boys played so well and we've lost. I can't internalise it. I'm gutted. I'm so annoyed. And do you know what? I don't like talking about referees. You'll know me. If people have been watching me for years, you'll know I rarely talk about referees. I rarely even take their name. But Stuart Atwell, my God, awful. Absolutely awful. At the end of the game, you know, when 60,000 fans, all of their energy, everything they're saying is about you, not about Bukayo Saka, not about Thomas Partey, who for me had probably his best game in an Arsenal shirt. Even when we went down to 10 men, he grew, he got bigger, he was brilliant. None of us are talking about any of that. We're not talking about Martinelli, how well he pressed. We're talking about you. We're singing about you. We're, you know, booing you. That's got to tell you something. And these referees, I'm sick of the officiating in this league. I'm sick of the standard of officiating in this league. It really, really makes me sick, man. They're awful. You know, the amount of times I heard people around me in the ground saying, what is the point? What is the point of coming? Your team puts in such a shift. Your team puts in such an effort. We're here singing our hearts out. This is a Category A fixture. It's a lot of money for a lot of people. And then you feel like the referees have just ruined it. It's so frustrating, man. I just, you know, I'm proud of this team today. That, for everything I've said, that should be the takeaway. I'm proud of this team today. We asserted ourselves brilliantly. We did so well. And I'm not going to give the stewards a hard time today. I'm going to start walking out. But you know what? That's got to be our takeaway message, that this is a team that's ready to fight now. And you know, all I'm seeing from this team is a team that's together, behind the manager, all rowing in the same direction. And it feels like, when you see that on the pitch, it feels like we haven't had that in a long time. So Mikel Arteta, after games like this is where people should be saying trust the process, because I saw something to put my trust in today. Gutted that we've come away with nothing, but I'm really proud of the boys. And we just move on, man. We just move on. Until next time.